Hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. Yeah, you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy for the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Get you out of my hand again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy for the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Get you out of my head. Get you out of my head.
Please note.
Never gonna stop, never gonna change, never gonna do the things you say. I run my own way to get there. Phones are calling and I don't seem to care. In the air, no more crowd, just the opposite kind of few clouds. So tell me this time is coming for the sake of all your lies. Why don't you try to be why? Now that I need you, why?
Ready to fight, ready to go, that's my final word. Taking chances, the gift that just gets won. Pulling a game, crushing my brain with the candlelight. I catch my breath and let it burn, 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 burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fear inside myself. And burn it all again, it's the right time to escape this cage I've been locked in for so long. It's not where I belong, let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a pre-recorded edition of the Japanese Wrestling Update. I am your co-host, Andre C. Right over here, it's the marvelous princess herself. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
I'm doing great. It's been a weird week though at my gym. We're going through some renovations. First of all, I don't like them. But second of all, it's just there's less space, there's more shit, there's less people. Can't complain about that. But I don't have a space to go to do my squats or my balance training. So now I have to sit there in the middle of the floor in the middle of a high traffic area and do my stuff. It's great. How are you doing?
Yeah. I'm doing pretty darn well. It's been a good week so far. Yeah, it's been good. Been working, been happy. Good, got great things coming up. My schedule for next weekend just freed up a little, so it's not going to be as anymore.
Is it cupcakes?
Not as crazy. It's still It's still 3 days of crazy cupcakes, but only three days instead of 4 days of crazy cupcakes.
Hey, works. It
Yeah,
works.
works for me. It works for me. So I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the Japanese Wrestling Update. If you're watching us on the YouTube or the Twitch from our local establishment, thank you so very, very, very much. We appreciate you tuning in on those. Again, this is a pre-recorded show. If you're watching this live on YouTube or Twitch as it's going on, we are at independent professional wrestling, enjoying ourselves on our NJPW show. And if you are listening to us on A Plus Productions, our new home for all of our mine and Melball's audio stuff for our Japanese wrestling content, thank you so very much. Making sure you like us, go support the webpage, support the Facebook page by joining it over there, A Plus Production. Thank you so very much. And again, if you're watching on OLE, go hit the like button and hit the share button over on the YouTube. You can follow us on the Twitch. If you want to subscribe to us, we would very much appreciate that. But no pressure there.
No
yeah, and then
pressure. No pressure.
yeah, and then check us out on all of our socials at OLE Podcast. So yeah, but we're here to talk some Japanese wrestling, and we got some great news. But first,
we should quickly shout out who we know is watching, Mr. Bobby Stats.
Thank you, Mr. Bobby Stats, for tuning in. We know you jump in here every show. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for jumping in. But yeah, as we jump in, we have some news, and I don't think Melball has any. I can even imagine what the lead story is this week. Like, I know she can't even imagine it.
I can't, can I?
No.
No.
You will never figure the lead story out this week because
no,
it is not New Japan. It is not Stardom.
No.
It is not Marigold. It is not Noah. It's Netflix.
Oh. What? Oh, yeah.
Dump Matsumoto's show is out. The Queen of the Villains came out as me and Mello are recording this today, but it came out to all y'all watching, or if you're listening, Thursday, September 19th. I still have not. I want to watch. I'm going to go watch at least one episode before I go to bed after recording this. But yeah, I'm excited. I wasn't a huge fan of Dump Matsumoto. Now, I was very queer. I think we were both very critical of the current state with that Dump Matsumoto does in professional wrestling. But I am very interested in watching the show. Talking about it. Yes, it is a fictionalized version of things. It's actors playing people, but it's telling a version of the story of her life. And I'm very much looking forward to just seeing the background of women's Japanese professional wrestling from so far back and how they tell that story.
You know, I mean, I feel probably about Dump as I feel the same way about Hiroshi Tanahashi right now. You know, people unfortunately get older; they get less mobile. You know, is what it is. But yeah, I actually don't have Netflix. I've got the Prime, so I'll have to figure out another way.
I'll slide you a login code
on the download.
Yeah, but
whatever the kids call it nowadays.
Yeah, I'm especially getting into Japanese wrestling over these last 10 years as I have. I'm very interested in learning about the history of Dump Matsumoto, and it's going to be talking about other people in the history of Japanese women's professional wrestling. So I'm just excited to learn some stuff in this. Like, I don't a lot of that history other than some stuff about All Japan Women's. I'm excited a few things about there. I'm excited to learn more, and she was very much did a lot of the bloodier death stuff and back in the 90s and stuff. So I don't look forward to those scenes, but I look forward to hearing about the history and learning about some of the stuff of her life, which I think is really cool. And the fact that it's on Netflix, it's a big plus. And will people say, "Ooh, that was cool. What's Japanese professional wrestling like?" And maybe it brings people over to watch some men's or some women's Japanese professional wrestling.
I mean, if you like Dump Matsumoto, you will love Prominence. Risa Sierra, Suzu Suzuki, like Maki Ito. I always forget how to say her name, but that girl with the cool braids who's also in
Miyu Yamashita.
No, that's the Kiki girl, isn't it?
She
Yeah,
does
that's the
deathmatch stuff.
she does. Not the one I was talking about, though. I'm talking about the one with the braids, who we've seen face Jun Kasai a number of occasions, and Risa Sera.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her name right now.
Right? It's like you can see her perfectly and absolutely everything. Her hair is purple. That's probably why I love her so much. But I can't, like, the name is escaping me right now. But yeah, if you liked what you see on Queen of Villains, absolutely, you can check out. Stardom's had some hardcore matches with prominence. They take out the thumbtacks and replace it with Lego,
Mhm.
but like arguably worse.
Yeah. Both the same. Both hurt like
Mm,
Dickens.
yes, like a Dickens.
So we're gonna move over to talk of some some Japanese wrestling currently existing in Japan. We're
Mhm.
gonna start over in New Japan because I forgot to set up my second window for the articles that I need to read as we talk about the stuff we're gonna talk about. I'm not
Aren't
good at my
you a
job.
silly
All
little
y'all know that.
thing?
All y'all
Come
know
on
I'm
now.
not good at my job. So New Japan Pro Wrestling is participating in the Antonio Inoki Memorial Event in Shanghai on December 14th. So yeah, there will be the more event in Shanghai, China, December 14th. China-based promotions, Dragon Fighting Wrestling, Infin Pro Wrestling, and Hong Kong Wrestling Federation are the main hosts for this. And there will be people coming over from New Japan and the Inoki Genome Federations in Japan. Will be there to do wrestling matches and honor the late great Antonio Inoki, who passed away on that date
Mm.
2 years ago. 2022.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 years ago now, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. So
Fun.
he was literally about to be announced the honorary chairman for life of New Japan right before he died. They were going to announce that at Wrestle Kingdom at the start of in 2023. But
Well,
yeah. So
picked
it's
up.
just nice to see they're going to continue honoring the memory of Antonio Inoki 2 years later, doing this event
Mhm,
in China. So I just thought cool little thing to talk about there.
mhm. Yeah, it will be nice because he bridged a lot of gaps in professional wrestling, gave a lot of really fun and just interesting matches over the years to get people interested in wrestling. It's nice to see them paying homage to him.
Oh, most definitely. Because again, you gotta really continue to bring the history out, right? You gotta keep
Mhm,
it alive. So, yeah,
mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
yeah. So we're gonna move on from there. We're gonna talk Hiroshi Tenzan. He's
We
injured.
were literally just talking with no shit. Right? Come on now.
Well, he's officially injured. He's officially injured
Good
now. He's
ass.
sidelined with a knee injury that he's going to be pulled off
No
the
shit.
Road to Destruction tour for the next little bit. We do not know when he will be back in action, but he's I'm guessing he's not going to be back for a month or two, just because older guy,
Mhm,
knee injury. I doubt he's going to fight through it. I feel like he's going to go home, take a breather, let his knee heal. I would if I was him.
mhm. It would be the smarter thing to do for sure. And these tours that like we just discussed with Boris on the A Plus Productions State of New Japan Wrestling there. We did briefly discuss, some of these guys, they are a little ailing, but luckily New Japan doesn't have that crazy consistent clockwork tour schedule that people like WWE had been known to have, like AEW had been sort of known to have, not really so much anymore. What I do like about New Japan is that they do have those breaks in the tours where we'll have no shows for 1 or 2 weeks and all of the guys just get some time off and time away. What I love seeing is that we have been seeing a lot more wrestlers, not even just in New Japan, all across the board posting that they actually get time to go see their families, they get time to vacation, they get time to rest and rehab. So I like that this will be able to kind of help him a little bit, I think. Because I can be critical of people within Tenzon's little group there because you got the ailing vets that are kind of on their way out the door, but I love seeing them wrestle because they're so happy and so, as Nane Takahashi always exclaims, so passionate about what it is that they're doing. They don't want to stop, and I don't want to see them stop.
No, we really don't. We really don't. So all the best to Hiroshi Tenzon. Hope you heal up quick, sir. Hopefully, maybe you heal up that knee and you're maybe walking a little better.
Maybe you can come back and beat Okan for your Mongolian chops back.
No, leave him with Khan. Leave him with Khan.
He has to call them something else.
So we are on the road to Destruction in Kobe tour. The full card has been announced for Destruction Kobe. We're gonna go over that quick, but before that, I want to talk about the show. We didn't the one title match we haven't got a chance to talk about on the road to Destruction tour, and that was the never openweight 6-man tag title match. It was House of Torture's Dick Togo, Evil, and Yujiro Takahashi challenging Team El Presidente, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Oleg Boltin. Or Boltin Oleg, sorry, and Toriano. Just give me that one. I'm looking at it on a page where it has it backwards. And what was a match that was very House of Torture-ish. Got a lot of House of Torture shenanigans in it. But Team El Presidente was successful. They held on to their titles to retain the titles, beating House of Torture, and that's all that matters.
For me, this was which is worse and which is worser situation. But I also don't look at the trios belts. I don't know what it is about a lot of these companies, but what is it about people can establish tag team divisions fairly easily. You just got to get two dudes together. What is the effity ducking problem with throwing a third person in there and y'all can't frickin' figure out how to make the division successful? I have not seen one company successfully make their trios division something to not be laughed at. Not one.
Yeah.
Even the Bang Bang Booty Gang were silly. And they didn't even defend their titles. I barely even saw them. And the one time we saw them, I don't think they were defending them. They just scared us with their pyro.
They just scared you with their pyro. I was fine.
Me and Kat, okay?
Hey, you ladies were scared by the pyro.
Well, yeah. When the Bang Bang Booty Gang starts bang banging, we're kind of scared where the bang banging is coming from. Focus.
But on the road to Destruction, we're going to be hitting it up on September 29th. We're getting to Destruction in Kobe, and the card has been announced. We're going to quickly go through the card here. I'm just going to read the matches off. Opening the show, Yuji Nagata, Tomoaki Honma, and Tiger Mask taking on Shota Umino, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Dragon Dia making his return to New Japan. Dia, it's all the same thing.
It is not.
It is.
Clearly, based on how you're saying it, is Dragon Dia. It's not Spanish, despite used to be wearing a mask. It's going to be a fun little match.
That'd be a fun little opening match. I have a feeling that it's Umino, Taguchi, and Dragon Dia taking the match here because it's them versus the vets. Dia, Dia, Diddly Doola, Deela, whatever you want to call them.
Don't steal my ish.
And then the next match,
my ish. Don't steal my ish.
The next match is LIJ's Yoda-Suji, Hiromu Takahashi, and Bushi taking on United Empire's Jeff Cobb, Callum Newman, and Francesco Akira.
Oh, that's going to be a rough one. Callum has been doing so good, and Kira has always been that little fireball. He's come back a little spitfire, and so handsome. So handsome without that beard.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're
Mm-hmm.
saying I should shave my beard?
You do whatever your heart desires, my friend.
And then we got a singles match between Hiroki Goto and the Madman Gabe Kidd. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, is that for the title though? Sorry,
No, because remember the
it's just
strong
a
title
grudge.
is they did. El Presidente said earlier this year the strong titles will not be defended in Japan. They will only be defended outside of Japan. So North America,
I
Europe,
knew it
other
was the
places.
North American brand. I just didn't know because you
Yeah.
could send Goto over there. He could probably have a successful run in the U.S. People know
Well,
who he is, and he's a very competent wrestler. But Gabe
possibly he could
Kidd,
beat Gabe Kidd here, setting up the title match at the next show, at the next North American show.
it ain't gonna
Is it in
happen though.
Boston? It's the one in
As
Boston that Ed's going
tough
to. Yeah.
as tough as Goto is, and I love Goto. Goto is one of those guys who, if you want to have a banger of a great match, you put someone in with Goto. But Kidd, man, Gabe Kidd is money, money, money right now. He is on top of the world and he is fighting everybody on top of that world who comes for the top of that world. So, yeah, that's going to be one hell of a match. Probably going to compare it to is that amazing G1 match between Goto and Hiroshi Tanahashi, where he split Goto's lip. Remember
Mm.
how heavy hitting that match was?
Oh,
That
I
it's going to
do.
be that times 10.
Oh, heck yeah. And then the
Yeah.
final undercard non-title match is a 6-man tag between just 5 guys, Sonata, Taichi, and Taka Michinoku, taking on TMDK Zack Sabre Jr., Kosei Fujita, and a mystery new member of TMDK.
Right, right.
Let's go.
Mm.
Let's go.
Hmm. 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 Interesting. That's going to be an interesting match.
So the real question is the last name of the newest member of TMDK, Oiwa.
Ooh. E. Mm. Ooh, e. Ooh,
Ting tang, what about a bing bang?
I feel, oh my gosh. Could you imagine though? I would be excited about that actually. I would be
Mhm.
really excited about that. But I am also calling for the end of chaos. I'm calling for the downfall of chaos. I feel like chaos existing, even though I know it existed before Okada. I feel that chaos existing without Okada right now is redundant.
So
It
who from
just it
Chaos would you want?
doesn't, huh?
Who from Chaos would you want in TMDK?
It's not even that I would want them in TMDK. I just want chaos to disband. I don't think that I want it to become like the next Queen's Quest. I think it should disband and kind of be hung up on the shelf for now. And I would like to see those other members either join other factions or start their own. And I think that Oiwa would be a perfect person to join this brand new faction as a new young boy because he's not part of the Four Musketeers. He's not part of the Musketeer group. He's a part of that group that came after with Fujita. So like, and
Yeah, with Fujita, what is it? The guys over that are over in
Oleg,
Rev Pro, the guys that are in Rev Pro right now. God,
I don't remember who are in right now.
spiky hair dude.
My
And
boys, Youngblood, Andre
Loibe,
and Yoto Nakashima.
yeah, Nakashima, Nakashima, yeah,
My
Loibe and Nakashima,
boys, my
yeah.
Youngblood boys, yes. Yeah, I would love to see Oiwa and maybe those guys, maybe Leo Rush and Yo. Maybe it's time for Bishamon to kind of go its separate ways. See Yoshihashi join up with a new faction and Goto maybe
Oh,
hop over to Hantai. You
Yeah,
know,
he can
like,
lead. Yoshihashi can lead a new faction as the global champion.
no.
Well,
Just no.
the next match on the card is for the never openweight 6-man tag titles. It is Bolton Oleg, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Toriyama defending their titles against, you'll never guess, Evil, Yujiro Takahashi, and Sho.
Well, at least they got a better member in there.
So true. So true.
I
They're
still
still
would
weighed
like
down by
to.
Yujiro Takahashi, though.
I was just gonna say, I feel like huge though, if we're talking about it, I think I would rather see Ren Narita paired up with Kanemaru going after a tag title of some kind, as opposed to him being involved in the trios. And I would not like to see Yujiro going after tag titles anymore. I think the trios is the lowest he can go.
That's the highest he can go.
Sure, we'll go with that too.
And then we have, getting to the singles matches, IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. It is Doki taking on Yoshinobu Kanemaru.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Holy
baby.
crap. Yoshinobu Kanemaru left like dad bod, came back freaking jacked. Frick. And like I can only imagine if he was training while he was gone, which I suspect he was. Like not just weight training, but training. I suspect he was, based on the work that I've seen. There's been a huge improvement. I already thought he was great. Yeah, Doki. I love me Doki. Doki's had a pretty good kind of reign too with the title, but man, I wouldn't be terribly angry if Kanemaru picked up a win on that.
Yeah. I wouldn't either, because he'd be the first legitimate champion in in House of Torture.
Mm-hmm. Well, the show had that title before.
Okay, the second, because that never title run is bullshit for Evil. So
I agree. I agree.
So the second, because their never title reigns mean nothing to me, but
Well, I mean, yeah, especially with the trios titles.
yeah. And then we move on to the never openweight championship. In a rematch, it is Hanari defending against Shingo Takagi.
That's gonna be a Sabanaka.
Yep, they're gonna be two people just beating the piss out of each other, and I can't wait.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how much of the defense that we saw with Shingo bringing out some more of his like technical background to combat Zack Sabre Jr. In the G1 there. I wonder if we're going to see some of that lingering. I feel that it would be in his best interests to have that kind of in his back pocket for people like Hanare to kind of pull out when he's, because like we know they're going to try to go power for power. And at some point in time, it's just, there's going to be, they can't go no more kind of thing. And someone's going to do something desperate. Is it going to be Hanare or is it going to be Shingo? Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. And then your semi-main event of the evening is for the IWGP Global Champion as David Finlay defends against the next Global Champion, Yoshihashi.
You are Delulu and you're Kaflulu.
I'm okay with that. I love living in Kaflulu.
No. Come back to us, Andre. Don't go into the light.
Kaflulu's where
Don't
it's at,
smell
yo.
the toast.
Kaflulu's where it's at.
No. Oh, Lord Hammer. It would be the most ignorant, the most stupid decision for them to take that title off of David Finlay. He's given it freaking meaning. And then look at what he's doing right now. He's international. He's going around. He's traveling back and forth. He's making a name. He's beacon to anybody who will listen. He's marketing himself. Follow his socials. He is very active on his socials. He is very angry at the world right now, and he is letting the world know how fracking pissed he is, and he's setting the dogs loose everywhere he can. These
Mhm.
guys are the War Dogs, the Bullet Club War Dogs are what I think personally are the most destructive, rebellious, but most influential version and variation of Bullet Club right now that we've ever seen, and is single-handedly, I think, gonna save NJPW in North America.
Yeah, very possible. Then your main
UGK is
event.
right up there, though.
Oh yeah. Then your main event of the evening, to fight for the right to lose the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship to Zack Sabre Jr. It is Tetsuya Naito versus the Great O-Khan.
Right. Right. This is like, what do you want to see more there? Because that's what it really does come down to. Do you want to see the Great O-Khan taking on Zack Sabre Jr. again, or do we want to see Tetsuya Naito taking on Zack Sabre Jr. again?
I don't want Great O-Khan's first world title run to be essentially 21, 22 days long. That's simple as that.
We've seen them doing that with other titles in other places.
Please God, no. I feel like it's
And I
Naito. I
don't
think
agree with
Naito
it at
takes it.
all.
No,
But
but I feel like Naito takes this.
I do feel a sense of underwhelmment, though, when it comes to these amazing talents like the Great O-Khan, because look how much work he's put into his career. Look how many amazing matches he's put on. Look at the crazy cupcake shit that New Japan has made him do. To not have anything more than the KOP title to recently say is under your belt, it's insulting. Like, they're Kenta-ing him. And it's even sadder that that's a verb for what is happening to somebody in this company. When you're cock blocking somebody from actually progressing and winning championships, but still trusting them to put on incredible matches while putting them in these title matches that they perpetually lose, Yoshitsuji is getting up there too. They're Kenta-ing him like a mamma jamma. Why?
I don't know.
Why, Andre? Why?
You'd have to ask a certain weird shoed man named Gato.
Gato, fix it. Change your stupid shoes.
And fix it.
To fix it. Fix everything.
Jumping over to New Japan's sister promotion, Stardom, we're going to quickly talk about a couple matches from the Stardom Namba Grand Fight 2024 show that happened on September 14th. Just a couple matches we want to go over. Suzuki defeating Tomoaka and Naba. This match was phenomenal, and they beat the living heck out of each other, and it was great.
Phenomenal. Can't say much else, but phenomenal.
Yeah, I thought these two, and again, Suzuki, I think, is doing some of the best work of her career right now, and we'll talk about her more in a minute. But damn, I was so happy with this. I was so happy with this match. Suzuki winning here, loved it. Quickly, there's a 6-woman tag match. It was Hate, Konami, Momo Watanabe, and Tekla defeating God's Eyes, Lady C, Saki Kashima, and Suri. This was just pure story building while being an amazingly brutally hurt looking match. People just like Konami just beating the shit out of Saki in this match, but it's setting up this real great story of God's Eye wanting to destroy Hate here.
And vice versa. Yeah. And Hate just wants to destroy everything. Few things. Firstly, if you can, watch this match. Watch the intros. I implore you, watch the intros. Hate's music is just... I thought a way to Ty's intro music slapped. Hate's music slaps harder than the girls themselves. It is so damn good. Oh my God. But for me, even more, like I used to say that Oedo Tai was kind of the house of torture of Stardom. I feel like Hate has evolved from House of Torture into the War Dogs of Stardom, and there's obvious hints as to why, particularly around Thekla, who came out wearing a War Dogs jersey at one point in this show.
Yep.
But they have become like I thought Oedo Tai was hard as it was. These girls have become savage, and I love it. I love the just very clear, definitive, we are the bad guys. We F your day up. Phenomenal.
Yeah. And then what was probably my favorite in-ring match of the night? It was Natsupoi defeating Hazuki to retain her Wonder of Stardom title. That match was so
Mm,
good, and it just brought Hazuki. I think she was already ascending, but it just brought her to another level in like a star-making performance for her. And Natsupoi just has been doing some of the best work she's ever done. We've been calling her the Dark Fairy, and just because she's
mm,
she's being all cutesy and everything, and she's wearing all white with the blonde hair. She's just so vicious and mean now. Yeah,
mhm,
it's
mhm.
crazy. This
She's
match was so
very,
good.
very feral. Yeah, she's almost like a little feral fairy. You remember like in like what was that movie? Red dude, big gun, Hellboy. Remember the tooth fairies? They were
Never seen
cute
it.
little thingama. Oh, okay. Well, they were cute little thingamajiggies, but they had like really no face, and they would eat your face. Um, yeah, sort of like that, only prettier. Um, Something I wanted to touch on. I don't know if you've happened to see the show that has happened since this show. Little bit of interesting character development happening with Hazuki. We started seeing it at the end of this match. I would have expected her to shake hands with Poi. She chose not to roll out, or she chose not to, roll out, left, chose to no sell Poi and her compliments at the end of the match. Next match I saw was like I think it was a 10-woman tag match with stars. I can't remember who they were facing. I want to say they were Cosmic Angels. It was a face versus face kind of situation. Hazuki in the back afterwards in the backstage kind of commentary interview area,
Neo
not with her.
Genesis.
Was it Neo Genesis?
I'm looking at the results.
Okay. Well, there you go. Face versus face, like I said. Um, but yeah, Hazuki, very distinct from her team, did not contribute to the interview, did not do the "we are stars" thing at the end. She was just there. She was not happy. We're witnessing a bit of an evolution in Hazuki. Which way are we going to see her go? Are we going to see her maybe start to take a darker route, something similar to what her leader, Mayu Iwatani, has been starting to do? We've seen her start deviating towards the heelish kind of side of things where she's usually a more neutral, facey person. And we've seen her teammates starting to do the same thing. Is this kind of a perpetuation of that potential turn coming, or is Hazuki going to maybe turn on her people? Maybe choose to go elsewhere where she can start to pick up some more wins? Because remember, my Sakurai had a lot of problems when she picked the wrong faction to start with. She didn't start seeing wins until she jumped from Cosmic Angels to Donna Del Mundo, citing, I don't want to just dance, I want to win. Could we be seeing that with Hazuki? Andre, what do you think?
Yeah, it's interesting the way they're building her, but like we've also been talking about Mayu Iwatani's attitude changing too. And will that
Mhm.
maybe she doesn't need to leave Stars, and the fact that maybe Stars is going to evolve into something a little more vicious too.
Mhm, mhm. I'm curious to see where it goes, what kind of story they build with that, if any, or if it's just something that they're just doing.
Yeah. So yeah,
Interesting.
post match to here, Thekla came out and just got in the ring, whispered something in Nets, or helped Netspoy up, whispered something in her ear, and then left.
Mm,
No speech to the crowd. Wearing her War Dogs jersey, repping War Dogs on that one. But and she had a hate towel on though.
mhm,
Um, but yeah, it was interesting. So it looks like that's the direction they're going with the Wonder title is
mhm.
Tekla versus Natsupoi maybe, or maybe she's trying to have Natsupoi see the hate.
I mean, we've seen it in Stardom where we have seen these matches where it's like, if you win this match, we get a member. If you lose this match, your faction disbands. So it's possible. Could you imagine Koi again cheer, turning on her faction, joining hate? I mean, we've been calling her, as you mentioned, the Black Fairy for quite some time. Maybe it's about time we see Natsupoi being a bad girl. I didn't think Sayaka Mitani could do it. She's doing pretty damn good, I gotta say. So, you know, I wouldn't be mad about it, but then I'd start to think, hate's starting to get a little big in comparison to the other units. We gotta make sure if we are gonna start bumping people around, that we are ensuring that there's not too much of an imbalance to kind of tip the scale in an unfavorable way.
Yeah, I agree with you on that 100%. And then the main event on this show was Tam Nakano, the undeserving, the lady who didn't win a single match in the 5-star Grand Prix, the undeserving champion, Tam Nakano, defending against the undefeated in the 5-star Grand Prix, Micah, and Tam Nakano beat her, 22 minutes 30 seconds. The match was very, very good. Don't get me wrong; these two had a hell of a match. Just after watching Tam Nakano do so shitty in the 5-star Grand Prix and then beat Tora on the final night for the title because she somehow got herself a title match.
And another amazing match, too, we might add.
Yeah. And then now beats Micah, who went through hell to get this title shot. I'm just worried. I'm not worried about the future of the company, knowing what we're about to talk about. But the match was amazing. I didn't want to see Tam. I don't want to see this title become a hot potato, but I didn't want to see Tam keep the belt here.
I did not either. Yeah, it was essentially the skunk versus the Wolverine in this one. The skunk being Tam Nakano, who got skunked in the Grand Prix. Micah, the Wolverine, the bear who came through it, the fox. She's wearing the fox thing now. Coming through it, unbeatable, unstoppable. To be stopped by the skunk? No, that didn't make sense. The story that they told with this was it flopped for me. It wasn't, things need to make sense and it didn't. That being said, with what comes after this, I'm equally concerned.
Yeah.
Especially by this.
Well, this is what gives me hope.
Well, yeah.
October 5th.
Yeah.
We're getting Suzu Suzuki challenging Tam Nakano for the red belt here. And I'm praying to Ganesh that she takes that world title from Tam Nakano.
You praying to Kaflulu there?
No, to Ganesh.
Pray to everybody at this point, except Okada of the non-Kazuchika kind.
Yeah,
at this point, I'd rather Tony be booking your show than this.
Well, let Gato book it.
Gato, fix it.
Send Dick Togo over to fix it.
I would trust him to fix it better than Okada would to book it.
Mm-hmm. From what I hear in the backstage world of New Japan, Dick Togo is very much leading the booking end of the junior division. So letting Gato
would explain why it's so good.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Dick Togo could do a good job here.
Yeah, he absolutely could.
Oh no, let Minoru Suzuki book Stardom because he's gonna give Suzu Suzuki the title at that point.
Well, yeah, family relation. That's his granddaughter.
Air quotes, granddaughter.
Murder granddaughter.
There you go. And then also on this show, following a tag match that Mayu Itani was part of, we got a video that appeared on the screen. Tony Storm appearing on the screen, challenging Mayu Iwatani for the IWGP Women's Championship. And that match will also happen on October 5th, same day as the Suzuki World Title match. I'm looking forward to that show. Like they already got me sold with those two matches.
Well, yeah, and Tony has been doing such amazing content. She's been the one thing that's actually been really, really great to watch on AEW. Whoever's been doing the creative whatever, whether it be Tony herself or somebody at backstage approving it, whatever they did with Tony and Mariah and continuing to do with Mariah and Mina now, you deserve a raise. You need to do everything. Fire who's doing everything else. They're failing your company.
RJ City. RJ City.
Who's RJ City?
He's the guy who helped book this entire program.
That's get the words out, Melball. The guy with the hair.
Renee's
right?
Renee's buddy on the pre-show.
Doesn't he have a tendency to be mean to Renee sometimes?
Every now and again, he makes a comment or two, yeah.
Rude. Well, thank you, sir, for making this the most palatable thing that AEW has.
Yes. Thank you, RJ City, for everything.
And please offer your services to Stardom.
Yes. Have RJ City come and book Stardom. Yes. That sounds like a plan to me.
Oh, frick. Could you imagine if he does the same stuff with this with at least one or two other groups or factions within Stardom? You would have so much gold. Much gold.
All the gold.
All the gold. All the falls.
And one last thing about Stardom regarding the October 5th show in Nagoya. This man, the voice of New Japan, is now the English voice of New Japan. Is now the English voice of Stardom. Walker Stewart releasing a statement on his Twitter saying, "It feels good to tell the world that I will be serving as the new English play-by-play commentator for Stardom, starting with our October event in Nagoya, which is the October 5th show. Shoot for the moon, land amongst the stardom."
Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
I offer your services, Andre.
Well, no, that's what he wrote.
I know, but I'm saying you should offer your services as well. You're good at the
color commentator? Oh, yeah. I would love that.
You would be better at it than I would.
Dude, Taro Okada, fly me to Japan. I'll come do it. Just I'll do it for free. Just pay for my lodgings and everything and pay for my flight. I'll do it for free.
Did I not send you that house that was for sale in Tokyo? Downtown Tokyo?
Is it? Okay. No, I didn't see that, but
I'll have to show that to you. Anyway.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to this because I love it. And with a few times we've had Stu Fulton and other shows, Chris Charlton calling Stardom in English, I've really enjoyed because it gives you a different sense too. Because you're hearing, especially Stu, who I know does a lot of research with it when he goes in. I know Chris Charlton does too. Just to be able to hear them talk about the stories, but from an English perspective, and I love it. I love it.
Yes. As we've watched several different kind of shows on with Wrestle Universe too. Sometimes there's no commentary on some of the DDT shows, and that's fine because they don't have English commentary at all. But the commentary does help a lot with the mood of the show when you are watching something either on your phone, on your tablet, or on your laptop or TV. I watch all of my wrestling on my TV. I stream it to my TV. Having the commentary helps so much, but especially in the Japanese stuff. When I'm trying to take notes, these guys are my saviors because I don't know what I'm talking about. And sometimes the Japanese guys don't either.
Very true. Very true. Melball does not know what she's talking about.
Yeah. You don't need to be advertising that to the local people. Come on now.
So from here, we're going to jump over to Marigold and give you a quick point update on the Dreamstar Grand Prix. Over in the Dream Block, Nori on top with 8 points. She's having a hell of a tournament, man. Mirai with 5, Utami Hayashishita and Kuki Amare both with 4 points. Victoria Yuzuki, Natsumi Shizuki, and Nagisa Nozaki all with 3 points, and Shikagoto alone with 0 points, which is very, very sad.
Oh yeah, I just saw her match with Victoria Yuzuki, Chikagoto. Those two went hard. Holy crap. I was actually surprised that Goto didn't pick up the win on that one. She was so close. So close. But Nori has kind of been an unstoppable force in this tournament, and her kicks have been a huge deciding factor in her matches. I've been very impressed with her.
Oh yeah. Again, I think just Utami's just run here has been just phenomenal. Well, only not again middle of the pack here, going 2-2 right now. Just has been phenomenal. Same with Mirai, who's been having some tremendous matches. She's only had 3 so far, but tremendous matches so far, and just so good. And then Kuki Amare, again, I'm a huge fan of Kuki Amare. I think she's doing some great stuff there in this tournament too.
I agree,
yeah. And then over in the star block, we have Bozilla, Nane Takahashi, and Mai Sakurai, all with 6 points. You have Miko Aono and Sari with 5. You have Chiaki with 2. And sadly, Misa Matsuri and Kazuna Tanaka both with 0 points. Tanaka with 0 points is not surprising, but Matsuri with 0 points does.
It does. It does. And I watched the match between her and Chiaki last night, and holy heck, Chiaki went full feral on her. Full feral, like El Lobo Loco. It was crazy. And Matsui put up such a fight. It was actually a very surprising and shocking end to the match. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend you go check it out. This was the same show that Bozilla and Nane faced off on, and oh my God, I'd seen some clips before seeing it, and I was like, oh, I need to get in there and see what happened. Oh my God. You got to see it to believe it. What happened in that match.
Just having Nane beat her, then Bozilla choke her out after was amazing.
Yeah. The story that is being started here with these two. Oh gosh, yeah. The showdown is going to be insane. But Sari has been one who's kind of been annoying me a little bit. Not because she's not a great wrestler. She's a phenomenal wrestler. Her look is incredible. It's that when she opens her mouth and starts talking, the shit that she talks is so egotistically arrogant that I hate it. Which works out perfectly if that's what she's going to be. If she's supposed to be a heel, awesome. Doing an awesome job. I hate the arrogance. I hate people who sit there and be like, I'm the best, but you're not winning the tournament. So are you?
Yeah, those are the questions.
Tam Nakano answered that question, didn't she?
Yeah.
You don't have to win the tournament to be the world champion.
That's very true. It's very, very true. Quickly talking Marigold. Oh, I did not make a graphic for this next thing. I added this in right last minute. I found this article from a few weeks ago over on Post Wrestling that Marigold is looking to be in Las Vegas next April and during WrestleMania weekend.
Interesting.
Not surprising, being that they do have a relationship with the WWE. So if it is going to be during the weekend, I feel like WWE is probably not going to promote it, but they're going to, the possibility there'll be a Marigold show over there, but we'll see maybe a couple WWE women maybe a Blair Davenport, a Piper Niven go over and work a show like that. I think that's very possible.
I also think it would be the best people to go over there because they do have the Stardom experience. So, it's Stardom experience. So the Japanese people watching back home would certainly recognize them, as would we. Go back into the Stardom kind of library if you have access to Stardom and see some stuff from those ladies back in the day.
And I also look at it in the fact of you can also have a Julia appear. I think Julia is going to be a very prominent match during that weekend, either a stand and deliver or if she's hit the main roster by that point. So I don't see her wrestling on the Marigold show, but I could see her making an appearance for the live crowd there. I could see to really help boost that show. Just even
it would be stupid to not have her show up at least.
Yeah, she needs to at least show up for that show.
Yeah, we can't. I trust Hunter more than I trust Tony to do these kind of run-ins and bookings. So yeah, I would expect to at least see her there.
Yeah. And a couple little things over from Pro Wrestling Noah, one of the companies we've been watching more of. Ryohei Oiwa had his final match in Pro Wrestling Noah on September 14th, and he lost to the current champion, Kaito Kiyomiya, sadly.
Well, you don't get to turn on the guy and then to get rewarded with a win. Just saying.
It's very true, especially when you're on his last match, too. You really did not think he would go out winning.
And especially coming off the match that he and Keno just had to pop off the what do they call it?
The N1 victory.
The N1, right? It's just like G1 but N1. So after that, that doesn't surprise me. It's going to be a while until I think Kaito is able to have another kind of pop off like that. That being said, though, I can't wait for Oiwa to come back. I'm curious to see where he ends up.
TMDK. TMDK. TMDK.
You know what? I would be happy with him there, or I'd be happy with him starting his own thing with the Chaos Remains.
Yeah, but Chaos hasn't broken it yet, so we don't know if that's even going to happen.
It could happen that night.
Very possible. Oiwa did give an interview on the Noah website, talking about how he's feeling going in, about getting the match with Kiyomiya in the N1 victory. And going into this final match, he said, since I came to Noah, I had no intention of staying longer than a year or so. However, the deciding factor in my decision to graduate was my match against Kaito Kiyomiya in the league. This interview was pre-final match. I was able to show what I had learned in that match, and I gained confidence, which was the deciding factor. He's talking about and then they also asked him about the first match of Oiwa's N1 victory run was against Josh Briggs from WWE's NXT, who Briggs won the match. Oiwa does want to wrestle, but I'm saying we, meaning himself and Briggs, fought in our first match, and even though I was in perfect physical condition and gave 100%, I feel like I was beaten by power. I don't know where the ring will be, but I would like to return the favor someday. So he does want to get a rematch with Josh Briggs at some point. And he said he says, and the article says, to close, Oiwa expressed that he does not want to forget what he learned in Noah. He hopes to support the sport comes for him when he returns to New Japan. And his exact quote was, even on my new path, I don't want to forget what I learned in Noah. I want to make sure to show it in my matches. So I would be happy if you would support me even after I leave Noah. So he's learned some stuff, and that's what matters. That's what matters.
That's what matters.
That's what matters. And then one more announcement from Pro Wrestling Noah. They have announced Josh Barnett making his return to Japanese professional wrestling since the Bloodsport Japan show earlier this year. He's coming in to team up with the former GHC national champion, Ulka Sasaki. Team up against Funaki and Fujita in a tag match. I look forward to seeing Josh Barnett back over there and not in a death match capacity or not in a blood sport capacity. I look forward to seeing him just in a wrestling match. Is what I look forward to.
I don't like hardcore shit. No.
No, this is going to be more just straight tag match. And then on that show also has the GHC National Championship, Manabu Soya defending against the returning El Hijo, the Dr. Wagner Jr. coming back from his injury that took him out of the N1 victory. And then the main event will be for the GHC Heavyweight Championship, Kaito Kiyomiya taking on Masakita Miya. That will be a fire match right there with Masakita Miya.
It's gonna be a good show.
But we have come to the end of another edition of the Japanese Wrestling Update. Update.
We've gone over an hour.
That's fine. We have new stuff. We have new things on our things. We're okay with that. You can find me on the X at That Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at That Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre and Melball Wrestling Talk, or over on our YouTube page of youtube.com/Andre and Melball Wrestling Talk. You can also find us over in audio form, where me and Mel put out all of our Japanese wrestling shows, including this show, the Japanese Wrestling Update, over on A Plus Productions. You can check them out on Facebook at A Plus Productions over there, or you can go to aplusproductions.com. That is EHPLUSPR Productions.com. I'm not going to spell productions, but it's the actual word plus, not the symbol. aplusproductions.com. Go check us out over there and subscribe. We have three different feeds. You have the sports feed, we have the entertainment feed, and we have the wrestling feed that me and Melball contribute to. You can also find me here on our local establishment this Saturday. You can see me and Ed as we move Marvel Talk to Saturdays due to Agatha All Along coming out on Wednesday evening, so we do not have time to watch and then do the show. So going forward, the shows are either going to be Fridays or Saturdays going forward, and this week it's on Saturday. So Marvel Talk, me and Ed talking the first two episodes of Agatha All Along this Saturday. I can't remember what time we decided, but check the socials. It's on there. We'll be over there talking Agatha All Along on Marvel Talk. So we're going to talk about that. And then one more shout out to our boy Mike the Ref, youtube.com/@backbreaker video. All the great content he puts out over there, twitch.tv/Mike the Ref, and youtube.com/@backbreaker_gaming for all the great content that Mike puts out. Melball, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow a Melball, you can follow her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can follow her on everything else, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on here, on this show, every Friday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Unless it's not. And then we'll let you know on social media what is the dealio there. You can also find me on Astro Pizarro's YouTube channel, where we do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. Looking forward to seeing the beautiful Natural very, very soon. And hopefully we will be putting out an episode before she gets up here, so we got something to talk about. If you're wanting to watch any of the wrestling that we discussed today, you can check out the links in the description box below. It is stardom-world.com, NJPWworld.com, or wrestle-universe.com. The prices. Okay, so stardom-world.com is now $9.50. So almost 10 Canadian. Shout out Sean Spears. There he is. Where was I? Oh yeah, Sean. Yeah, okay. Sean Spears, $9.50. Stardom-World. NJPW World is what, $14.50, Andre? And apparently costs you a small dick. And then Wrestle Universe is also approximately 10 Canadian. 9 something.
Yeah, I think my last thing was like $12 for that one. The last one, it's like $12. I don't know.
10 to 12 Canadian, sort of. Shout out Tom Spears. So yeah, Wrestle Universe is certainly Wrestle Universe is definitely going to be a really good bang for your buck on that one. You get access to, what was it, 8 different companies. Hey, I got the number right. 8 different companies. You got not Stardom, Noah, you got DDT, you got All Japan, you have Marigold for the Ed back home. Yeah, you get access to a whole bunch of different wrestling shows on there, so go check that out to check out some amazing wrestling. And also on NJPW World, you can check out all of the World TV title matches for free if you want to have a taster of what New Japan has to offer. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
Again, just want to say thank y'all for all the great support. If you are watching us on OLE, if you're watching us on live on the Twitch, thank you so very much. Please give us a follow. If you want, you can subscribe. If you want to, we're not going to push it. You don't have to, but give us a follow so you can be alerted every time we drop a new show, every time we go live. And if you're over on the YouTube, whether you're watching live or you're watching after the fact, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Don't forget to share us out, tell your friends, family, and just the little kookies that you know in this world. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we drop a new video over there.
Ding dong.
Cookie dookie doo. And also, if you are listening on A Plus Productions or you do want to listen to us in audio form, aplusproductions.com. And if you are listening, please thank you so very much. Like us on your podcast catcher choice and join the A Plus Productions Facebook page so you can chat with us and talk in all the different stuff we do. We have A Plus Wrestling, A Plus Entertainment, and A Plus Sports for all different feeds for all the different stuff we're putting out over there.
Do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people again?
No, I'm good.
Okay. That being said, I am your Melball. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Mwah.
Ready to fight, ready to go, that's my body word. Second chances, a gift I just can't watch. Put in a game, crushing my brain with the candlelight. I catch my breath.